Ravens' rushing attack is rolling right now. Derrick Henry just put up 199 yards on the ground, and the Ravens have topped 270 rushing yards in 2 straight games. Henry now leads all NFL players with 480 rushing yards, and he's currently on pace to top 2,000 yards on the ground. The Ravens lead the NFL in rushing yards per game, and it is not even close. This offense is averaging 220 yards per game on the ground. The Packers are the second best with 174. The offense seems to really have found its identity with this ground game the last couple of weeks. So could this group actually beat the record that the Ravens set in 2019 when they had the best rushing offense in NFL history? It's feasible. Let's compare this season to 2019. The Ravens have 881 rushing yards this year. They had 823 rushing yards through the first 4 games of that 2019 season. The Ravens are averaging a higher yards per carry this year. The 2019 team finished that season with 3,296 yards on the ground, and that was in a 16-game season. Of course, the NFL season is now 17 games, so the Ravens have an extra game to top that record. If the Ravens maintain what they have done these first 4 games, then they would actually top the 2019 mark by about 450 yards. So that record is in sight. But if I look into the crystal ball here, I don't actually see the Ravens topping that mark from 2019. And I see that as a good thing. This year's team is just far more versatile, and they've got more ways to win games. The receiving core is better. I think this year's defense will end up better when the season is all said and done. Lamar Jackson is better now than he was during that 2019 unanimous MVP season. For all those reasons, I expect the Ravens to win games this year with a passing game or a dominant defense leading the way, even if there are times where they don't have as much success on the ground. Now look, if Henry and Lamar and this rushing attack just keep rolling like they have the last 2 weeks, then they might just be too good, and maybe they end up breaking that record. It's going to be fun to watch that over the course of this season. Now, we did a deep dive into the success of this ground game in today's episode of the Lounge Podcast, and you can listen to that. It's out now wherever you get your podcasts. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.